Hello, welcome to Me and My Golf. We're your coaches, Andy and Pierce, and it's time for this week's Q&A where we're answering more of your questions.
Yes, we're talking about rotation, ball striking, even stopping your top shots, plus much, much more. So guys, let's take charge of your game.
So welcome to the beautiful fifth hole here at the Asprey, and loads of questions from you guys coming in, so make sure you post yours down below and we'll choose as many as we can for next week. Keep them coming, guys. Right, first question, Pierce, let's get straight into it. John Howard is saying, every shot with my club is off the toe. I can't understand why and it's kind of hilarious. Can you give me anything to get it at the centre of the face, please? Toe strike.
Let's give you 3 different ways of getting the ball more out of the centre of the club face. So, first thing you need to look at is setup, so distance from the golf ball. It could be that you're too far away from the golf ball, so if you are reaching for it, it makes sense that on the way down that you could be toe striking it. So what we're going to get you to do is, when you're taking your setup, is feel as though your biceps are just resting up against your arms, and then maybe from there you'll be moving in a little bit closer to the golf ball. That's the first thing. The next thing we're going to do is get a little bit of negative feedback whilst we do this. So we're actually going to get a T-peg. I'm going to place it in the ground, angling it pretty much the same as the shaft on the golf club. I'll probably have to get a little bit closer there, Andy, aren't I? It's a little bit too easy for me, that one. So I'm going to place it in there like so. Now, if I hit the golf ball out the toe, I'm going to hit that T-peg. So when we do this next drill in a moment, we're going to be making sure that when we strike the golf ball, we hit the golf ball only and we miss this T-peg here. Now, in the golf swing, the general trends, this is just a general trend that we see with a toe strike, is when the club gets very upright on the backswing and then upright on the downswing. So we see golf clubs that go very upright on the way back. Now on the way down, they'll come down very upright. So that shaft, as we can see, is not quite vertical, but it's definitely more upright than it would be at setup. That's going to definitely give you those toe strikes.
So what do we want to see?
So what we want to see is a golf swing that's a little bit more around. So from here, if you video your golf swing, you can really find out the answer to this, but just feel as though the golf club comes around. And I really like the feeling that we had at setup with the biceps touching the chest there, that you keep those connected as you swing back. You can see the club now is going a lot more around the body. Right.
Okay, so putting those 2 into action, we should be able to miss the tee and hopefully find the centre.
Okay, so let's do it.
No pressure.
No pressure. No problem.
And no pressure at all, eh? Good shot, Pierce, drawing into the flag nicely.
Very high though, very high.
Okay, right, let's move on to the next question. Here we go. We've got from Cub FSX, what score do you usually shoot and what are your future golfing goals? Right, we don't play as much golf as we'd like to at the moment. We're generally really busy creating content and coaching. So we could get a...
Par for us is 36, because that's how many holes we play. We don't really play more than 9 holes anymore.
No, it's a lot more social. We might get a couple of games in a month, and then we might go a month without playing. So golf for us isn't, let's say, we don't play as much as we'd like to. It's something that we definitely like to get back into in terms of social stuff, and it's something we need to do more of. But if we do go out, Pierce, and play, we can shoot under par, but we can shoot over par. So it's a little bit inconsistent. We often go out and we can say, oh, we played great on 3 holes, 4 holes if you played 9 holes, but then we have some real bad ones as well. So future golfing goals for me is to get out a little bit more consistently, maybe once a week, even if it is 9 holes, to keep some momentum going, to get that consistency a little bit tighter.
Yeah, okay. Well, I've got a few actually. So, I mean, for me, I always like tinkering with the golf swing, so I'm going to continue to do that. I've got a list of things that I want to do in my golf swing. But the good thing is, with the opportunities we have, we're very fortunate we get to play a lot of nice golf courses. So to play, I have kind of a bucket list of golf courses that I want to play. So I'm just going to hopefully tick our way through that.
Yes, I'm ticking mine off as well.
Just 9 holes though, probably don't play 18.
Definitely. Okay, next question then, Pierce. I occasionally have a top shot. I suspect it's because my spine angle is coming too much up in the golf swing. Any tips to help?
Okay.
Talk us through this one. We did a video recently on spine angle, didn't we?
We did indeed, we did indeed. So we're just going to give you a little bit of a drill on this. So what we're talking about, for those who aren't sort of sure what we're talking about, a spine angle lifting up, is that when we're swinging down into the golf ball, that the upper body raises like so. So obviously you can see from there, I'm bringing the club head away from the golf ball, which can cause you to top it. I think that the key is here, you've just got to say to yourself, first of all, hopefully you videoed yourself to see whether you are doing that. That's the first thing to do. And then give this drill a try. So we've got a golf club. I'm just going to place it across my arm like so. So it's just running underneath my chest. Now all I'm going to do is, you'll notice the club face there is running pretty much sort of parallel to my spine angle. Now there's a reason for that, because when I'm swinging down, I want to feel as though my upper body is covering the golf ball I'm closing my non-dominance eye, I'm closing my right eye here. Now I've actually got the golf ball right out the center of the club face, which is in a square position. So I'm really working hard from here to actually look as though I'm striking the golf ball with the club head. Now obviously if I was lifting up at this stage here, if my body was coming up, then the club head is not getting near the golf ball. So from here, get that club head to cover down on top of the golf ball.
If you hold it there, you can see how Pierce is maintaining a good angle there. That right shoulder is nice and low. Again, it's very hard to actually top the golf ball from there. So it really keeps you in a good posture through the golf swing.
Okay, with that same feeling, I'm going to get into it straight away so I get that same feeling and hopefully I get a good strike.
Beautiful, even better than the first one. That one's close.
Ooh, it's just not turning in enough,
Andrew.
Close. We haven't had a hole-in-one in video yet. We need to do it soon. Come on.
Okay, should we swap over?
Yes, let's swap over. Right then, Andy. Jack Hamilton has said, does flaring your left foot out as a right-handed golfer help your rotation? I'm assuming he's on about his downswing, so maybe have a little talk about what you can do with the left foot re-rotation.
Okay, right. So look, Jack, yes, it does help with rotation on the through swing. So if I was to have my foot square on here, it's quite easy to turn on the way back. But if I've got it square on, it limits the amount I can actually rotate into the lead hip on the way through. So yes, if you're looking to get a little bit more clearance of the lead hip through the golf ball, then go ahead and just experiment with actually just opening the foot out like this. You will notice now as you do this, it's so much easier to actually clear and get the hips turning. If you're somebody who gets a little stuck through the golf ball, maybe even some tightness in the left hip, flaring this foot out is definitely going to help you finish and actually get onto your lead side as well, which with the irons is so important, Pierce, as well.
And this is something that I do. Do you want to hit this one, Andy? This is something that I actually am doing a lot myself at the moment to help me get a little bit more rotation on that lower body.
Definitely something I'm working towards as well. So you can see there, I've flared that left foot out there, and hopefully I can just finish this nicely on that lead side. Again, nicely in balance there, and you can see my weight's got into that left heel, hips have turned to face the target, and I'm on the green.
You are, aren't you? Good job. Right, okay, so Chance Lewis Golf has said, me and my golf, are you sponsored by TaylorMade?
What makes you think that?
Where did you get that idea from? You know what, yes, we are. We're ambassadors for TaylorMade. We have been for a couple of years now, and I think for us that, you know, we want to make sure that we're associated with companies that are doing the right thing, that are good companies, good solid brands, and TaylorMade for us are fantastic. The product they offer, the staff are really good as well. So for us, it's really important to be associated with a good brand, and we feel there's none better than TaylorMade for hardware.
Exactly. It's all about really, you know, are they making good quality products? We actually absolutely love the products. These are the best that we've had yet, and we're not just saying that because we're sponsored by them. We are genuinely saying that because we actually love the products. And I think for us, as you mentioned, Pierce, that it's so important to be dealing with brands who are, you know, are the right fit for us. So it's all about performance and helping you guys.
Yeah.
So TaylorMade for us is a perfect fit.
There's not one club in there that I'm unhappy with at the moment.
No.
They could all do a little bit better, obviously, but that's more
That's
my
him.
fault. Okay, so we have David Mazzola. After striking the ball with irons, I tend to fall forward, so forward over the ball, instead of a balanced turn finish. Any advice on how to correct?
Okay, right. So let's talk about this. So he's falling top of the golf swing. He's falling forward after he's hit the shot. So the weight's going very much into the toes. Now, I mean, what was it Jack who asked about the foot?
Yep.
Okay, so well, look, that could help for a start, just flaring the lead foot out there, because that's going to help you turn through. So that's the first thing we're going to do, is keep that lead foot out there. Now, the second thing we're going to focus on is where the weight's going in the feet. So what we want to focus on here is making sure as we swing down, and you can do some short shots feeling this, as you start the downswing, we really want to feel that the weight shifts towards the lead side, but down to impact, we're going to get you in a position where you feel that the lead toes are off the ground. The weight is into the heel here, and you can see I'm even up on the right heel as well, there onto the right toe, sorry. So really get the focus of where I feel that weight is, and I'm exaggerating that, making sure that the weight plants into the heel and the toes are on the ground, the heel's up on this one. From here now, I can go ahead and rotate through, and you can see I'm still keeping those toes off the ground.
Do that again for me, Andy. So there is no way at this impact here, there's no way that he is coming forward whatsoever. So he is, as he said, weight is going all the way through the back of that lead side. That's definitely going to stop you falling this way. You actually fall a little bit that way.
Yeah.
If you're someone who's been falling this way, that's probably not a bad thing.
Definitely, and you can see how much I'm rotating the pelvis there to help with that as well. Again, couple that with the lead foot opening out.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to get you clearing through the golf ball and staying a little bit more balanced.
Let's see you hit one then, but I actually really want to make sure that you stay away from me.
Okay.
And I want you almost falling over back towards your golf
So I'm
bag.
really going to exaggerate this. I might get a little toe strike on this one, which is fine, but just exaggerating that feeling of staying into that heel. Pretty good strike there, and again you can see how I finished there, weight into the heel, toes off the ground on that one, but nicely balanced.
Superb. So guys, as always, thank you so much for all your questions. We have loads and loads of questions, so get involved, post them down below, and we'll pick some for next week.
So if you want to see more videos like this to help your game, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below.
Yes, and June is all about irons at meandmygolf.com, so go and check out the website, free trial, meandmygolf.com, in the corner. Also get a chance to win a set of TaylorMade M irons. Good luck with that, and we'll see you soon.